Good morning, and welcome to your pre-market report for Monday, August 3rd, 2026. Let's take a quick look at the global cues, domestic trends, and stocks to watch before the markets open. U.S. markets closed higher on Friday, with the Dow Jones gaining 0.5%, the S&P 500 rising 0.7%, and the Nasdaq Composite advancing 1.0%, as a strong earnings report from Amazon helped ease concerns over AI spending and lifted investor sentiment. However, gains were partially offset by a sharp decline in Apple shares following a cautious outlook, while investors continued to monitor inflation, bond yields, and the Federal Reserve's policy outlook. Asian markets are trading mostly lower today as investors remain cautious despite hopes of easing Middle East tensions, with technology shares continuing to face pressure ahead of key global economic data. Japan's Nikkei is down around 1.5%. South Korea's Kospi has slipped over 3.5%, while Hong Kong's Hang Seng is trading marginally higher, as investors assess corporate earnings, currency movements, and the outlook for global interest rates. GIFT Nifty Futures as of 8 a.m. was trading at 24,616, thereby indicating a positive opening for the Indian markets today. Crude oil prices are trading sharply lower after optimism over renewed U.S. Iran diplomatic talks eased fears of supply disruptions and reduced the geopolitical risk premium in energy markets. Gold prices are trading higher, supported by safe haven demand after the sharp decline in oil prices reduced inflation concerns, while investors also remain focused on upcoming U.S. economic data and the Federal Reserve's policy outlook. ITC reported a challenging first quarter, with net profit declining 27.1% year-on-year to 3,579 crore rupees and net revenue falling 14.4% to 16,908 crore rupees as EBITDA margin contracted to 26.7% from 31.7%. However, the company's FMCG business revenue surged 53% to 21,866 crore rupees, while cigarette revenue increased 81% to 15,383 crore rupees, highlighting strong performance in its core consumer businesses. Maruti Suzuki reported revenue growth of 35.9% year-on-year to 52,456 crore rupees, but net profit declined 10.8% to 3,352 crore rupees, as the cost of materials jumped 46% to 32,000 crore rupees. The higher input costs led to a sharp decline in EBITDA margin to 8.2%, compared with 13.1% a year ago. NCC has secured 3 new orders, worth 1,052.71 crore rupees during July, including 590.38 crore rupees in the Buildings Division and 462.33 crore rupees in the Water Division. The fresh order wins further strengthen the company's infrastructure project pipeline and improve revenue visibility for the coming quarters. Taking positive cues from a higher close in the U.S. on Friday, as well as a sharp drop in crude prices, which will have a direct impact on inflation numbers, Nifty is expected to open in the green today. Levels may be adjusted upwards with support being at 24,450, followed by 23,380. While resistances may be placed at 24,530, followed by 24,600. Nifty may be expected to trade sideways with a positive bias at higher levels as the outcome of the RBI Monetary Policy is scheduled for this Wednesday. Indian markets may remain volatile as investors track the ongoing Q1 FY27 earnings season, FII flows, rupee movement, global technology sector sentiment, crude oil price fluctuations, and upcoming U.S. macroeconomic data that could influence the Federal Reserve's policy outlook. Strong corporate earnings, sustained domestic institutional buying, healthy order inflows and capital expenditure announcements, resilient domestic macroeconomic indicators, stable crude oil prices, and supportive global market sentiment could strengthen investor confidence and support further gains in Indian equities. On Friday, foreign institutional investors were net buyers of about 277 crore rupees, while domestic institutional investors were net buyers of around 2,260 crore rupees. That's your market snapshot for India on August 3, 2026. As always, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for stock market related updates. Wishing you a focused and profitable trading session ahead.